Hi and welcome to Basic Services. My name is Douglas and today I'll be taking you through the process of installing WordPress. Chances are if you bought your hosting through us, WordPress was already installed, and that's a service that we offer for free. You can check out more information on that in the description below. But maybe you have your hosting through somebody else and you want to install WordPress yourself. I'm going to break this down into a few easy steps and show you how simple it is to install WordPress and get up and running. The first thing we're going to do is go to wordpress.org. We're going to download the latest version of WordPress. Right on their homepage, you can jump over. We're going to download the zip file. I'm just going to save this. I have it directed to my temp folder. So I've got this right here. I'm going to go ahead and unzip this file. I'm going to extract it right here. You can use anything to extract this zip file, maybe the standard Windows extraction tool. In this case, I use 7-zip. And if we open this up, we see we have a folder here called WordPress with a bunch of sub-files and folders in it. Now, these are our WordPress files. We're going to transfer these over to our server. In my case, I'm using FTP Rush. And you can see here in the left-hand side, I have my server. If I go up one level, when you first log in, you can either use FileZilla, FTP Rush, any other file transfer protocol software. There's a lot of free ones out there. I would recommend FileZilla or FTP Rush. In this case, over on the left-hand side here, we have our directories. We're going to want to put all of this into the public HTML directory. I'm going to double-click that, open it up. You can see right now it's empty. You're going to log in with the provided host name, username, and password that you get from your hosting company. In the right-hand side, I have my local drive, and I've already got my temp folder pulled up. As you can see here, we have the zip file we extracted just a minute ago, and we have the extracted file. I'm going to take the contents of this folder. I'm going to select all of it by clicking the top one, holding Shift on my keyboard, selecting the bottom file. And then I'm going to drag these over into the left-hand side. As you can see, it's already beginning to transfer these files. We've got a few minutes while it transfers all of these. So right now, I'm going to go over and I'm going to log into my cPanel. Now, this is also something that will be provided by your hosting company. We're going to want to set up a database for our WordPress install. So we're going to go to MySQL databases. And right here, we can see that it's loaded up our MySQL database screen. It's automatically going to put a prefix of sideways, that's our username. And in here, we're just going to do WP for WordPress and click the Create Database button. Now, different cPanels are going to have different looks. This is the latest version of cPanel, so it looks a little different than some of the older versions, but the functionality is the same. Go to the database section, MySQL databases, add a new database. I always name mine WP for WordPress. It makes it easy for me to remember. In the username, I'm going to put a username for the user of this database. In this case, I'm going to do JY18, and then I'm going to put a password in for this database. Put the password in again, and I'm going to create the user. Now, you're going to want to make note of these items that you're creating. So we created our database, which is sideways underscore WP. We created our user, which is sideways underscore JY189 with the password that we put in. And then we're going to, under the Add User to Database, we're going to make sure that our user and our database are selected, and we're going to click Add. Right here, we're going to check all privileges. We want this user to be able to write and perform all of the privileges to all of the functionality to the database. Click the Make Changes button. And now we're all set with our database. We can go back over and we can check out how our transfer is doing. We're going to give this a minute and we'll come back when this is finished transferring. As you can see, all of our files have successfully transferred over to the left side. And if we go to our browser and we navigate to our server. This URL is going to be your domain name. In my instance, because I don't have a domain name attached to this account, I need to put in the IP address and take off the HTTPS. As you can see here, we now have our WordPress install screen loaded up. This comes up automatically as soon as you put in your domain name and the folder. If you put it in the public HTML folder, then this will come up right away. Otherwise, you have to direct yourself to the correct folder. We're going to choose English as our language. We're going to click Continue. And now we have to set up the configuration file. So here, we're going to put in the database name that we had earlier that you made note of. In our case, this is sideways_WP. In the username, it's sideways_JY189. In our password, we're going to put in the password that we used. Localhost is generally going to be your database host. And if this doesn't work, you'll have to contact your hosting provider to find what the database host is. We're going to leave our table prefix as WP_, and we're going to click Submit. If you have the right permissions for your server, it's automatically going to create that configuration file. If not, they'll let you know how to create a template and put it into this folder here. They have a WP config sample here, and they'll give instructions for that if they're not able to create it for you. In our case, we're going to click Run the install. The install is almost done. Right here, we're going to put in the site title, Sideways. In our case, we're going to pick a user, admin. In the password field, we're going to put in a password. Says it's weak, so we have to confirm the use of the weak password. We're going to put our email in, basixservices@gmail.com, and we're going to click Install WordPress. WordPress now goes and installs it. We see our successful message, and we can then log into our WordPress environment. We're going to use the username and password we created. I'm going to click Login. And as you can see here, our brand new WordPress install comes right up. This is the administrative side. We can go up here to this and we can click Visit Site. And it brings us right to our WordPress website. From here, we could add a custom theme. We could add plugins. And I'll provide links for those in the description below. You can also check out our website for more information about WordPress, about some of the plugins and themes that are available. And you can always hit us up on our support page, ask us any questions you have. We'd be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about what I've talked about in this video, throw them in the comments section below. I'll do my best to answer those as quickly as I can. Check out the links in the description. And if you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more videos to come. Again, my name's Douglas with Basix Services. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.